Upgrade. I'm Seymour Sanger, the founder and president, and welcome back to Kate, who's with me, Kate Kennard from customer service, and my co-host. It's lovely to see you again.
Hello.
We've been busy. A couple of people have been away. A lot going on. You had like a fun incident with your dad, actually, which I just want to mention. Why don't you tell us about that quickly before we do the rest of the setup? What happened with your dad?
We're actually going to show something fun later, but I will say that there was a time where he needed MAGFAST in a real life experience. So look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, the deal was he was running off for a meeting and his car wouldn't start. So he's like, MAGFAST Extreme. And you'll see the film a little bit later on. It's actually, he was thoughtful enough to grab his cell phone and record it as it happened. So you'll see that. And then we actually turned it into a little ad. So we'll run that for just fun. If you want to stay through to the end, we'll show that for you at the end. Apart from that, great show coming up. The secret word as usual, Kate, yes?
Yes, 3 chances to win in our monthly $1,000 draw for electronics and fun MAGFAST stuff. So you'll definitely want to stick around because you'll want to know the secret word.
All you're going to do is know the secret. You're just going to know the secret word. Sorry to interrupt, Kate. And we're going to send you off to enter it online. And it could be you that wins the $1,000 draw. Plus, we've got an extra fun contest this week. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute because it's got to do with what we're about to do.
Mm-hmm. And please remember to subscribe and like on Facebook, Twitter, connect with us on LinkedIn, and subscribe on YouTube.
Excellent. All right. So our main topic tonight
is MAGFAST Air. I'm very excited.
Very excited. I have. So let's just do a little recap. Air was actually one of the first products that we released into tooling. So that's when you finish the development, you go off to make these very expensive tools that we've spoken of before. I'm just hearing a little bit of background now, so I'm just turning the volume down on my machine there. We released it for tooling, and then the tooling people, because their brief is just again for recap, they're making tools that cost $30,000, $35,000, $40,000, and that once they're made and perfected, will be capable of producing, over 1 million units, over $100 million worth at retail of value. So these tools have to be made really carefully. And the tool experts, when they were working on it, they were having a slight difficulty with our design. I'm just going to hold up the old. Many of you will have seen this model before. It's actually quite an old one. There's a slight yellowing in here, which is not part of the design. It's going to be white, as you'll see in a second. But this angle here, all right, can you see it in there? So this angle here was just a little bit too tight to release from the tooling. You remember, it's like a Jello mold I've described in the past. Right? The tool needs to be able to come together and release like that. And they were having challenges with it. So eventually, again, we've previously described this to you. We made this very slight adjustment down in the angle. As so often when these challenges come up, I actually think the product was better after the challenge than it was before. Like, we didn't give anything up. It reduced the angle down very slightly. And here she is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Now this is an off-tool sample. So this is produced by the tools that we were just describing. In a sense, this is the most expensive Air that will ever be made because the tool cost like $35,000. This one came off of it. So as long as there's only one of them or two of them, they're worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars each. So I've got to proceed with care. But let me just show you that angle thing first of all here. Let's put them side by side. Can you actually see, if I line it straight up there, Kate, can you actually see the difference now? Can you see that this is a sharper angle in here?
Yes, I can.
This is tighter than a right angle, and this looks like a right angle. It's actually just a hair. Like I think it's maybe 90.5 or 91 degrees in there. So that's it. But I'm so, as you know, this has taken years. I'm so thrilled with this. One of the changes, a visual change, and I'm aware that it's so bright white that off of these lights, it may be kind of blowing out a little bit. If I turn it, does that help at all?
No.
I don't know how well you can see. Can you see that the disc on the front here is quite a bit larger? The word we use for it in design is it's more confident, right? Look at this smaller one here.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks fine, but it's kind of like it's a little circle on the front, right? Whereas here, if you can see the circle, we've now enlarged it, and it just feels more in proportion to the whole thing. It's really beautiful. It wasn't a change that caused any delay. We actually, while they were changing the angle here, took the opportunity to do that. And another tiny change right on the front here, most people would never spot this, is that the little LED on the front here was this kind of larger lozenge, and we've actually made it into a much smaller dot so that it better matches the LEDs on the front of Life and Extreme and all of the others. It works absolutely beautifully. The stand stores neatly on the back. Here we go. Off it comes. It's magnetic. It just goes underneath like that. Super simple.
Beautiful.
Really beautiful. Yeah, yeah. I had to do a kind of a formal video the other day, and it was just a real joy like that. And Life, of course, will snap straight up. Oop, I'm putting it back to front. Snaps on magnetically like that. Beautiful. And I can just turn the power on there. You know what? It'll even charge your phone, which is pretty amazing there. I think I was talking over the sound of the charge starting, so let's do that again. So here I've got one of the three ways of getting power in. I'm getting power in from a MAGFAST power bank, in this case MAGFAST Life, right? So I've pressed this on, so there's power flowing in. Look at it. I just put it there and listen. Okay.
Beautiful.
Just takes a second to make the connection. That fraction of a second there is the two items talking to each other, defining exactly how much power is available, how much does the phone need, and that kind of thing. So three ways of getting power in to Air. One is from the back, from any of our power banks. Here it is with Extreme. Look at this.
Woo!
All right. So here you could do 1, 2, 3 phones charging simultaneously on Extreme and another one on the end. So you could wirelessly charge
Just
4
wirelessly.
phones.
Yeah.
4 phones simultaneously. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just going through 3 ways of getting power into Air. So one is like that with the power bank on the back. The other is you can just power in either a modern USB-C or an old-fashioned micro. All right. And I'm just going to recap if there's anyone sort of new to MAGFAST watching this week. Here's our attitude towards cables. You've already got dozens and dozens and dozens of cables. Everybody's got dozens of cables. They've got drawers full of cables. Everybody else sends out a free, in quotes, cheap, awful cable with stuff. And we said, we're not going to do that because we don't want to ever ship bad stuff to people.
Can I interject real quick? It's really funny. This morning, I had to charge my headphones that I use to work out, and it takes a micro USB. And I came upstairs, and I had 3 micro USB cables all in the same drawer. I didn't even know which one went to those headphones, and the first one I got out didn't even work anymore.
Yeah. And this is everybody's experience with cables, is that allows you. Yeah. So we said, you know what, you've already got lots of micro cables because you've been collecting those for years, right? So Air accepts micro in the back. Haven't got my eyeglasses on. There it is, like that. So there's a regular. This is actually quite a nice micro because around here we need good cables that work all the time. So this is actually a decent micro, but you've already got plenty of micros. And there we go. There it goes. So that's charging off of a micro. We can do exactly the same thing with USB-C. All right, because there's these 2. Can you see on the back? There's the 2 outlets, right? So they take the 2 different plugs. But we figured you want to be getting USB-C. Trust me, USB-C is so much better. So you want to be moving yourself onto USB-C because it's a fantastic standard that's going to do us for the next decade. Right, went a little bit faster on the C there. You want to be moving to USB-C, but we don't want to ship you a lousy USB-C cable. And good USB-C cables cost money. When we buy these decent ones, they're kind of $25. At retail, 20, 25, $30. You want to be prepared to spend that amount of money to get a good, long-lasting cable. So we're not putting cheap cables in the box. We figure that you can already get this thing working, and then if you need a high-quality cable, just go onto Amazon. It'll arrive on your doorstep the next day. So that's MAGFAST Air. We've currently done how many? 2 ways of getting power in. One is by snapping any of our power banks onto the back like that. Two is by bringing old or new USB into the back. And then the third and final way will be when we ship a wall. You'll plug MAGFAST wall into the wall. And I'm seeing there's all these other ones in the background here. Where's I put wall? I'll put wall in my chest like this. No, so you're going to have wall on the wall, and air goes right on like that. It's slightly more vertical here, but it doesn't matter, because if you think about it, it's up against the wall, so it's okay to put your phone there. Kind of, it'll be up against the wall. It's not like going to have other things bumping into it there. Whereas when it's on your desk, you need it at more of an angle. All right, and so your phone will just go straight on there like that. And the reason that you're hearing the beep at the moment is because this isn't plugged in. So there isn't, therefore, power feeding to it. So MAGFAST Air, we're really, really, really thrilled with the way this has come out. I mentioned the manufacturing challenge with the tooling a little bit earlier on. So that could have held us back with the tooling part of it, which at the time was disappointing. And we covered this many months ago with you. But the good news is that the electronics are simpler on this than they are on its brother and sister, Extreme and Life. So the testing, which has proven to be a huge business for Extreme because there are so many different combinations. So the testing is going much more rapidly. So we're actually going to be shipping the three of them together. Let's show them all together here. So Extreme and Life, they're all going to start. So, oh, here's a funny thing. I didn't even mean to do this, but look. I wonder if you can see this. Can you see that? Is there enough in the light?
I saw the LEDs. Yeah.
Yeah. So I touched Extreme here as I was picking it up. I wanted to show all of them to you, so I put Life down here, and it's actually started to charge, because both of these guys can charge from underneath. Anyway, it's not their week. This week it's all about MAGFAST Air, and I say we couldn't be more thrilled. Just fantastic. You heard how quickly the charge starts. Absolutely fantastic. And because we're kind of a bit overexcited about it, Kate's come up with a way of giving 3 extra airs away. Tell us about it, Kate. A little extra competition this week. This is in addition to the secret word, so listen up.
Yes, we'll still have a secret word, so don't worry. So we currently describe air as a breath of fresh air. But how else do you think we could describe it using a phrase containing the word air? So everyone, just please send your suggestions to us in customer care, and the best 3 entries, I'll be the judge, will receive a free air when we
Wait. Good. So it's just you by yourself, the judge?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
All right. So Kate, well, the thing is, now you've got more information, right? Because you can think, well, we can slant it. Well, the suggestions that that you think that Kate will like, just email us hello@magfast.com with the suggestions. Is that right?
Yes. And please this is very important, put air contest in the subject line. That way customer care knows where to send those, which is to me. So put air contest, email us at hello@magfast.com with your best air line, and I will judge it.
Yeah, it's like an air strap line, a breath of fresh air we already have. What other ideas have you got? Hello@magfast.com, and you're looking on the left-hand side of your screen at the chief judge. Venmo bribes to the same address, I think, yeah? To hello, or paper, to hello. All right, air contest in the headline. This week's secret word is breath. We just said breath of fresh air. So breath, BREATH, breath. And the secret word works like this. You're just going to go to magfast.com/fun, magfast.com/fun. You enter the secret word breath, and you'll be in with extra chances to win in the $1,000 prize draw. All right, stay right there, because we've got the film of Kate, and Kate appears in the ad version of it. You're going to see Rich's spontaneous, late for a meeting, car stuck, needed to get started. We'll run that for you in just a minute. But meanwhile, from us, that's it. You can email us anytime, by the way, hello@magfast.com. Tweet us at GetMagFast. We're at facebook.com/magfast and youtube.com/magfast.
And we are always changing charging for good on your desktop, tablet, smartphone, and more.
At magfast.com. All right, roll the ad. Roll the dad ad.
Hi, I'm Kate. You know, there's a fundamental law of the universe. Really annoying stuff is going to happen to you when you least expect it. For me, that seems to happen a lot. But if you listen to my dad, he'll say it happens all the time. Here is a great example. Just look at this quick video.
So I'm legitimately stranded at home with a dead battery, and I am late for an appointment. So I went inside, grabbed my Extreme, and let's see if it's gonna save the day, because my battery is totally dead for some reason. Look at that. Extreme to the rescue. Woohoo!
So Dad, why don't you tell us what happened this time?
Well, I had a real important meeting to go to, and I ran out in the shop, and of course your mom took the expedition, and all I had was my beater racetrack Miata, and I don't drive it very often, so when I went to go start it and jump in, of course the battery was dead, and I mean really dead, and I left the radar detector on, to be honest, and ordinarily I'd have to go out to the shop and get my big charger out and charge it for like an hour, and of course I would have missed the meeting if that was the case. Luckily I had MAGFAST Extreme, so I ran inside, grabbed it, and hooked it up in 30 seconds, and it fired right up as you saw in the video, and I was off and made my meeting on time, and I was super happy. So that's pretty awesome, right?
Yes, MAGFAST Extreme is so powerful. It really can jumpstart your car, and not just once. Dad and I both work for MAGFAST, and in a recent test, which we also have on video, Extreme was able to jumpstart a full-size Ford truck no fewer than 22 times back to back before it needed recharging. Yes, you heard that right, 22. So I guess you're sticking with your old Miata for a year or two longer, right, Dad?
Absolutely, you know I love old cars.
Do you want to know how you can get your hands on a MAGFAST Extreme? Well, it's just one of 6 amazing products that make up the MAGFAST range. Individually, they smoke the competition, and together, as a family, nothing else comes close. It really is the last charging family you'll ever need. There's way too much to tell you about here, but we'd love to give you a closer look. Would you please join us later today or tomorrow for one of our fun online presentations? We'll give you the whole background to MAGFAST products and show you how, for a limited time, you can buy one or more of them at our very special one-off pre-order prices. And simply by registering, you'll automatically be entered into our monthly prize draw to win $1,000 of tech products of your choice. So, click on Reserve My Spot to pick the best time for you, today or tomorrow. We can't wait to show you how